That's Keith Schunzel, the head coach of Kennesaw State, and Lipscomb's Brandon Rosenthal moments before they took the floor today as they play for the championship in Atlantic Sun Women's Volleyball. Hi everybody, Neil Solondz joined by former Lipscomb standout Caitlin Dotson. And Caitlin, it's probably not a major surprise that these two teams are squaring off for an NCAA bid today. Lipscomb won their regular season, and Kennesaw is the last team to beat them back in October.
Absolutely, and we have two great teams playing. Obviously, Lipscomb comes in as the conference champions, but Kennesaw did beat them. They're very capable in all the times that they've played. It's been great games, very competitive, very fun, and a lot of energy.
Well, if Kennesaw State is to win today and win and go to the NCAAs, they need another huge match from Kelly Marcinek, who's been terrific in this tournament.
Absolutely. Kelly Marcinek has been on point, and I think that not only has she been getting a lot of kills for him, but she's been their emotional leader.
An NCAA tournament bid on the line between the top seed Lipscomb and Kennesaw State, and a nip-and-tuck battle in the first set. And the reason that Lipscomb is leading in the first set, the reasons that Brandon Rosenthal thought this match was critical. First, they needed to serve real well, and they needed to block well, and they're getting a bit of both.
Absolutely, and you see all their hitters are really doing very well. They're swinging on the back row. They've been able to get their middles involved. And then I think the real story is going to be Brittany Estes just coming in hot and bringing all that emotion, bringing all that fire, and that's what they're going to need from her the rest of the game.
Getting a couple of blocks in the last couple points.
I think Kennesaw needs to get Marcinek back involved.
Well, they go to Taylor, one of their middles.
Really good touch on that block.
Now Marcinek, and it's blocked again.
And see, that's what's hard about having emotional players like Estes and like Marcinek, is when you shut them down, it's kind of a reverse reaction from the other team. You know, if you get a roof block on Estes, you get a roof block on Marcinek, the other team just kind of mimics their energy.
And a shank pass on the serve, and it's 21-17.
Great serve by Kayla Ostrom. I think that she's probably the most consistent, the best server on the Lipscomb team.
Brandon Rosenthal wanted his team to serve strong, and they're starting to get some points on serves.
Great serve. That's a perfect serve. Oh.
But Boyer able to get it down.
She went right through that. And that's where her vertical just shines. You see she went up, that ball's tight. That's hard for really anyone to get a kill on, and she makes it look easy.
Katarina Morton, the libero now serving.
Good ball by Thomas.
Estes.
A little bit mistiming there.
Boyer off the net.
Oh, that's
gets a break.
They gotta have up. They gotta have up. Lipscomb blocker has made a really smart move there to pull off the net. You know, she's not going to take a swing. You see, they just roll off, and that's a ball that has to be up.
And Lipscomb uses a timeout, their first of this first set, 21-19. Kennesaw State trailing. This has certainly been an emotional roller coaster year for Kennesaw State. Their head coach is Keith Schunzel. We mentioned that his third year. It was back in March that his son Griffin was diagnosed with leukemia, acute lymphocytic leukemia. And here he is playing with his son before the game. Started chemotherapy shortly thereafter. It's going to be about a 3-year process. And we chatted before the match about what this has been like for him. And he really believes that the volleyball, and his team is really, you know, it's been an organic growth with the family of this Kennesaw State team. But beyond that, I think it's almost been a release to have the volleyball away from the challenges off the court. And we certainly wish him and his family well.
Absolutely. His son is so sweet. He's so precious. And, you know, it just hurts your heart to hear anything like that. But I think I've watched the Kennesaw players, you know, interact with him, and you can tell he looks up to them like they're just a bunch of big sisters. It really is a family-like environment, and it, you know, it warms your heart to see.
It does. His wife, Brianna Keats, is a former All-American at Ohio University, and she is a volunteer assistant on the sidelines for Keith as you get a look at Griffin right behind the bench.